So what a perfect start for Team India in this ICC Cricket World Cup 2023, defeating Australia in the opening game for India at the M.A. Chidambaram Stadium in Chennai. So just one day before the game, it was confirmed that Shubman Gill won't be playing this game against Australia as he was down with dengue. So at the toss, it was Pat Cummins who won the toss and he decided to have a bat first. So India included Ravichandran Ashwin, the local boy from Chennai, in this game against Australia. So Australia started with Mitchell Marsh and David Warner and Jasprit Bumrah. I mean, what a comeback he has had to international cricket. He picked out Mitchell Marsh for a duck, and Australia were reduced to 5 for 1 in the third over itself. Then came Stephen Smith, who joined hands with David Warner, and these two steadied the ship for Australia with a partnership worth 69 runs. But after that, it was Kuldeep Yadav who broke the partnership, and he removed David Warner as he fell short of a well-deserved half-century. Then came Ravindra Jadeja, the local boy for Chennai because he plays for CSK, and he bowled brilliant line and lengths as he removed Stephen Smith before he reached his half-century. So in the middle phase, the Indian spinners Ravichandran Ashwin, Ravindra Jadeja and Kuldeep Yadav created havoc as Australia kept on losing wickets at regular intervals. Manas Labuschagne, he also got start but could not capitalize on his innings. Maxwell looked good, but then it was Ravindra Jadeja who once again proved to be too heavy for Maxwell, and Australia were in a spot of bother. Then it was some late hitting by the Australian lower order batsmen that helped them to reach a respectable total. Mitchell Starc scored some valuable knock of 28 odd runs that helped Australia reach 199 runs at the end of 50 overs. And remember, the Indian spin trio of Jadeja, Ashwin and Kuldeep Yadav, they bowled 30 overs and picked up 6 wickets between them. So chasing just 200 runs was going to be quite easy, but then the wicket in at the chip-off was not that easy as Australia struggled with the bounce and turn which the Indian bowlers had produced. So India had the most disastrous start as they were reduced to 2 for 3. Would you believe, guys? Rohit Sharma going for a duck, Ishan Kishan going for a duck, Shreyas Iyer going for a duck, and the Australian pacers were all over India, and especially Josh Hazlewood. He was breathing fire. So this is the first time in men's ODI history that India's top 3 out of the 4 batsmen have gone for ducks. But then it was Virat Kohli who came to the crease with KOHLI-RAHUL, and they started rebuilding the Indian innings from that 2 for 3 situation. The power play yielded just 27 runs because India were looking down the barrel at that time, and at one point of time Virat Kohli miscued a shot and it went high in the air, and luckily Mitchell Marsh, he dropped the catch and it was a golden life for Virat Kohli. And after that, both Kohli and KOHLI-RAHUL, they started running singles and doubles and started putting pressure on the Australian fielders. They started building a partnership, and the occasional boundaries also started coming from both these batsmen. Soon these two batsmen stitched a brilliant partnership of 100 odd runs, with both Kohli and KOHLI-RAHUL crossing their respective half-centuries. And that time they did not stop either and started playing the strokes freely as India started looking confident of chasing down that score of 200 runs. And eventually Virat Kohli and KOHLI-RAHUL stitched a magnificent partnership of 160 odd runs that almost took India over the finish line before Josh Hazelwood removed Virat Kohli, but he fell short of a well-deserved century by just 15 runs. So Kohli went out after scoring 85 runs, in which he scored 6 boundaries and there were no sixes in his innings. But after that, Hardik Pandya came and joined hands with KOHLI-RAHUL, and these two ensured that there were no more hiccups in the run chase. KOHLI-RAHUL finished off with a fantastic 97-run knock, and that helped India chase down the target with 6 wickets in hand and more than 8 overs to spare. And so KOHLI-RAHUL was awarded the player of the match for his brilliant knock of 97-run knock, started with 8 fours and 2 sixes. And let me tell you guys, so at the post-match presentation, KOHLI-RAHUL told that when India needed just 5 runs for victory, he thought of scoring a boundary and then scoring a 6 in order to complete his century. But then his timing was so perfect throughout the game that that ball went for a 6 and India had completed a thumping victory over Australia in the opening game. So now with all teams completing one game in this ICC Cricket World Cup 2023, New Zealand lead the table at the top position with a superior net run rate. So let's take a look at the points table currently. So now India will be flying from Chennai to Delhi for the second game of their ICC Cricket World Cup 2023, and they'll be playing Afghanistan at the Arun Jaitley Stadium. So this is Virat Kohli's home ground, and we expect that we'll be seeing a special knock from Virat Kohli. So I'll be bringing all the updates of the India-Afghanistan game. So stay tuned to my channel, guys, and do not forget to subscribe if you are into this for the very first time. That's it for now. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching.